Hey everybody, welcome back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tripping and falling here. Welcome back to the channel. Mr. Hershey here is getting a warm-up. Just checking what else I need here. I need to grab my bag, throw a few extra clothes in here. It's winter time outside, so I don't know what's going on in the passes. I haven't checked them. But I do need to grab a few things. Okay, I have this. We got snow socks, auto socks. In case they do have chains required, we're gonna put those on today. And what else? Okay, I need to go grab my big snow suit or whatnot. Throw that guy in my bin, just in case I do need to put that on. Get a hat and a change of clothes too, because you can get wet, obviously, and it's not going to be good. Got one of those pillows, which my opening is really small, but it's one of those little pillows that covers the hole. Okay, got a few more things. Change of clothes, the suit, and then we're on the way. I'll show you guys what's going on outside. Still waiting for my shop door, and then once that comes in, I got to pass my electrical inspection. As soon as that passes, then I got to hurry up and insulate the place. Lights are coming in today, but I don't have time to put them on today. It's already probably close to 7 p.m. I'm leaving towards Seattle, and there it is. We got a little bit of snow. We got some here, but I don't know what's going on in the passes, so we'll see. Okay, check the passes, check the cameras, and check the weather. And basically chains required in all vehicles, except for all-wheel drive. Sprinter van is not an all-wheel drive, at least mine isn't. Get a lot of those questions like, hey, should I buy an all-wheel drive? No, you shouldn't. Because winter's really only 3 months out of the year, honestly. And what's the point of getting something that's gonna eat up more fuel? Sorry, I'm trying to put my phone on the charger. It's almost dead. Okay. What's the point? It's gonna take more fuel. You have to worry about, changing gear oil and one more differential extra. All the other extra, more expensive components as well that you have to maintain. Why? You know what I mean? Why? If you're going to be off-roading all the time and you're one of those van life people, then sure, you guys can do that, but many of us aren't. And unless you're climbing mountains somewhere off-roading, you don't need it. It's really not needed. If you're worried about the snow just for those couple months, well, then maybe this job's not just for you. You know what I mean? Because snow, ice is ice, and even with all-wheel drive, you can still get in trouble, and especially if you don't know how to drive in it, if you're not comfortable, so on and so forth, then, this job is most likely probably not going to be for you, because snow in some states lasts longer than 3 months, more like 4 and 5 sometimes, depending on if you come out to the West Coast and deal with, passes out this way, and Dakotas and Minnesota and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, upper parts of Michigan and Wisconsin and all that stuff. So you never know where you're going to end up tomorrow, and that's the nature of our business is, we go where the money goes. So I see that the plow's just right through where I'm going to go, so I'm going to be catching up to those guys. We'll see what happens in the pass. I am prepared. I brought my what do you call it? It's not a snowsuit, but can't figure out the proper name for it, I guess. I don't remember now. Dang it, I forgot my wallet. I gotta turn around over here before. I'm gonna turn around. Man, this sucks. Try to turn around. I forgot my wallet, so I'm gonna turn around sort of on the freeway, but not on the freeway. We'll see if I can do this quickly. Just checked the app. It still says change required, but I looked at the roads, and roads look just fine. So I'm hoping that by the time I get there, that's probably within about an hour and a half, depending on how it's how bad it is out there. But it doesn't look bad at all. So I'm hoping that requirement is going to be lifted in Moses Lake now, and it's over here. It's 41 degrees. Nothing even resembling any kind of winter weather conditions. Let's keep going, see what happens. We'll see if we have to put on the snow socks today. If we do, that'll be a video for somebody, and we'll see how well they work. So we'll figure that out together. And it looks like I'm not going to be able to use the snow socks today. And you know, honestly, 9:43, I'm not even there yet. Probably whatever it be by the time I get to the last point where you have to put on chains. Here's what the restrictions say. And forecast, you can check forecast for any pass. Tonight, 6 to 10 inches possible still. Tomorrow, basically 3 to 5 inches of snow. And then you could look at the cameras. These are DOT cameras. Like I told you guys before a while ago, nothing looks bad out there. They've cleaned it. Looks like treated the roads, everything. So we don't have to worry about doing any chains or any of that kind of stuff. No slowdowns as far as weather goes. I guess we will see each other in the morning or when I go to sleep, because I'm not going to be sleeping right on site over there, because that area there's too much security out there, and then real close to the airport, so it's really loud. Most likely we'll just go and take a nap in the apartment complex, like a mile or two down the road that I did one time before. So you guys, I didn't do videos on that load when I did it. Basically what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, we have a driver who does these loads on a Monday. He does them Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, 3 days a week. And they're a contract load. I did the training for him, but after the training, I didn't. As far as doing it myself, I haven't done it for like a couple months. And then now the other driver's doing another load out in Oregon, so I'm going to be going in there and covering for him. If it's a contract load, we have to find coverage. If we don't find coverage, then I really don't even know what's going to happen. But our mission is we have to find coverage. Somebody has to go out and do it. So if nobody else can do it, then it's me. But drivers need to be trained for this to be able to even do these loads, because it's a one pick and then like six or whatever drops for delivery. So, and they're all differ every time. It's like local Seattle, but it's not really local, because it turns into like 200 miles of driving. So just so you guys know what is going on, but maybe I'll explain a little more tomorrow. Pretty much right here is the last place you can put your chains on. Right before the pass, right where this lake is, or where the dry areas of this, whatever the lake is. And I don't know why, but some semis are still sitting here. Maybe they got the wrong info, or maybe these are the ones that got in trouble because they had chains required today. So you had to have chains, otherwise you either park and don't go anywhere, or maybe they got put out of service and got fines, and that's where they're standing here until tomorrow. I'm not sure, but you're not really supposed to be parked here. But traction tires advised still. Nothing really happening here except for, I I think it's like light snow / rain mix for now. A lot of semis. Here come plows. I don't know what they're doing. De-icing maybe? I don't know. Something like that. Well, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five plows coming through. Here come 2 more in the back right here. I mean, now we're getting into some slush, so you know you do have to be careful with what you're doing. You do have to have good tires. Always advise, you know, summertime or whatever time, it doesn't matter. Make sure your tires are good for what you're doing. If it's winter, make sure you got some good all seasons on. If it's summertime, make sure you still have treads on your tires, because you never know where you're going to run into a lot of rain, and you need traction no matter what. Rain, snow, fog, whatever the case is, you guys got to be safe. Not just for your safety's sake, but for the safety of the load, for the safety of others on the road as well with you. Everybody needs to be safe. Look at that. Woohoo! Slippery road right here. Yeah, buddy. This is pretty much, we're coming up right up to the highest point. Oh, and now it's de-iced over here. Before it wasn't. Interesting, huh? East Summit. Exit 53 coming up in 1 mile. So we're still ascending. Going up, up, up. We're almost at the highest point. Yes, yes, yes. Here's a little bit of snow on the ground. This is the romance. This is what makes this job unique and one of a kind, because you never know where you're going to be, what kind of weather you're going to be in. Snow, rain, sunshine, fog, windy. You know, you never know. And here you go. Look at this. All that rain is turned into snow. Speed limit's 55 over here, or at least it was. I don't know if they lowered it or not, but I'm doing like 53, gonna go 55. Gonna go 55. That's the plan. And this is pretty much coming up right to the highest point, really, on I-90 out here. I don't know what the elevation is. I'm sure they have signs out here. You guys can Google it, you know, elevation of Snoqualmie Pass, and see. I'm sure it ain't as high as some of those Montana passes, like the one in Butte and all that stuff. Yep, here we go, 45, because we're ascending now. Or descending, I guess, whatever you call it. Well, I'm actually going to attempt to just park right by their trucks and see what happens. If I get kicked out, I get kicked out. If I don't get kicked out, then great. That's okay. I'll be happy. So let's see if there's a room for one more on the side anywhere over here. Is there? Just back into the wall over there and just kind of, you know, hope for the best. Let's see what happens. Go to sleep. Pickup is at 7 a.m. out here. We'll try that. See how that works out. Good morning. It's morning time already. I actually slept on site and nobody bothered me. The only thing that bothered me that I'm not used to is just the airplanes, because it's so close to the airport. Airplanes flying over. That's what, you know, that's what bothered me. But besides that, we're good.
At the light, turn
I got
Military Road South.
What is it a total of? Total of 5 stops today, 5 deliveries, and we'll see what time I get done with all of them. I think it's usually sometime in the afternoon. Took a little bit to get. There was a piece added. Basically, you got to count through. It's kind of it's kind of a pain in one way, but if you get used to it and know what to do, and you're aware, and you're a good person who pays attention to details, then...
In 1,000 feet, merge onto I-5 South.
No, did I do something wrong? Of course I
There's
did,
a
didn't I?
stalled vehicle ahead.
Turned the wrong way somewhere. Dang it, this GPS. That's what happens when I'm talking and should be following the GPS. Need to be going north, not south. Now I gotta go turn around up there somewhere. So if you're paying attention to details, you're one of those people that know what's going on, then it's fine to figure things out. It's not that difficult, but you just gotta pay attention to all the details, because your paperwork and all your piece counts must match. And the piece counts, they like laid out it in order, and I didn't have a bill of lading for it, so then we handwritten it in, and then after, you know, and then I'm marking myself out in the app, and then I find out that I don't have a certain bill. Well, so I had to call it in, they had to check, and then by the time we figured out that the 11th piece was the bill of lading that I was missing, and then we had to redo the paperwork again, resend it, and all that kind of stuff. So yes, sometimes it could be a little bit tricky, but hey, we got it. It's all good. 5 stops. We'll see how long it takes. Shows like an hour almost to my first one, which is Snohomish, Washington. Didn't rain last night. None of that stuff. It was pretty clear out here last night, and then now we got some clouds, because I could even see the stars and the planes flying.
In half a mile, use the middle lane to take the Washington 516 East ramp to Kent.
If you guys know anything about the planes, let me know, because I thought that they weren't flying past midnight, or maybe that's just our airport, our local one. But man, they sure were flying. They definitely were. What does Google show here? Okay.
Use the middle lane to take the Washington 516.
Now I'm going to pay attention, because I can't afford to be losing time out here in rush hour traffic. That's going to be the rush hour traffic on I-5 here soon.
At the light, use
Downtown Seattle on the left. What do you guys think? There's bigger downtowns out there than this, but still ain't horrible. But down there, what's going on down there? We got a lot of, I'm sure everywhere I know except for Boise, Idaho, downtowns are full of nastiness, you know, homeless peeing, doing the dirties on the, you know, on the pavement. Seen it happen where I was waiting to unload. The guy pulled his pants down and squatted and was doing his thing, and it was just the nastiest thing ever. And that's just how it is, you know, all the big cities. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. But nevertheless, we got a little bit of a tunnel system here, some bridges, and at least it's not pouring rain. I know you guys might say, well, you live in Washington, you're used to the rain. I live in eastern Washington, and it's a totally different thing. It's almost a desert out there, except for all the pine trees. Now here on the coast, they do get the rain. We don't. Look at this, 300 miles away, we got snow at home. This is the live feed of my home cameras. I knew we were expecting a bit of snow, but I guess maybe an inch over there, maybe a little more in some spots. Looks like my boys are getting ready to go snowboarding. I think that was the plan, to go snowboarding today. I see one car started, so they must be getting ready. That's the difference. Just 300 miles away. We're a lot colder over there than on the coast. And out here it's 44 degrees right now. And at my house, I'm sure it's still freezing, because otherwise this would all melt. There's difference. First drop is complete. Sorry I didn't show you guys the cases. It's kind of, I pulled in there and then they rolled up the door real quick and started unloading me with like 3 different people. So it just happened boom, boom, boom real quick. I got my 3 pieces of paperwork signed, and by the time I uploaded and all that, freight was gone. My next stop is 29 minutes away, and it is to Kirkland, which is these 3 boxes. Kirkland, Kirkland, Kirkland. So right here. Them 3 go to Kirkland. 1 to Auburn after that. And then Tumwater. 2 more pieces go to Tumwater. So this is it. And then I'll be done. So 4 more stops. Actually 3 more stops. Did I just have 4 today? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess it is 4 stops today. Normally it's 5 stops, and today it's 4. 2 more stops left for me, guys. 2 more, and then I'll be done. My projection is probably by noon I'll be done with all my stops. It's pretty fairly easy. Nothing to it. Just takes a little bit of time sometimes. Sometimes you deal with traffic and whatnot, but hey, I've been good today. The only holdup was in the beginning. Besides that, everything's just super quick. Bam, 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 bam. And you're done. So, like I told you guys yesterday or in the beginning of the video, I got another driver who does this. And it's 3 days a week, every single week. Doesn't matter, holiday, not holiday, whatever that falls onto. Doesn't matter, always the same days. Monday, Tuesday, Friday, a driver does. But Monday is the toughest day with so many stops. Tuesday is just Seattle to Portland. 1 pick, 1 drop. And Friday is also Seattle to Portland, 1 pick, 1 drop. So, and it's a contract load. Usually 99.9% of the time in expediting and what we do, there is no contract loads. Like seriously, there's not. But this, they do have a contract. Broker has a contract, and we're helping him out with that contract. And we're supposed to, like, say, you know, the other driver always does it, but if he, in case he ever has an issue or really there's any kind of a problem where he can't do it, we got to step in and send another driver. Nobody's really trained for it except me. But, you know, if I do have to put in another driver, then we definitely will, to just cover the day or whatever, a day or 2 days, whatever it needs to be. But, yeah. And it pays, you know, pays pretty decent on this, but we did have to charge him decent amount because of, you know, us taking the responsibility of always being there every single time, no matter what, and always finding a way to get it done, because there's, you know what I mean, it doesn't matter what the problem is, we have to be there on time and we have to get it delivered on time. That's it. That's our commitment to the broker. That's all I gotta say. So when we commit, we commit. And for that committing, obviously, yes, they do have to pay, because if I gotta go driving 300 miles deadhead over here and then 300 miles after I do this plus 300 miles back, then obviously, yeah, you know, we do have to obviously charge just in case, you know, something happens and another driver has to deadhead out here or cover it or any of that kind of stuff. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. But oh, police, Bellevue police, hello guys. Now it started raining, so weather's been kind of, but that's how it always is out here. It's good, then it rains a little bit, then it's, you know, dries up a bit, then it rains again. You know, the usual Seattle weather. If you guys are from here, you guys know what the deal is. Okay, here's my second to the last delivery. It normally goes right over here. I don't know what these guys are doing here today, but I might have to go knocking on a door or whatnot. And after this, I got one more and go home time. Ask dispatch if there's anything going on. Keeping an eye on the load boards myself and on the email offered loads, and there's really, I mean, nothing. There was a Portland one that was like a Portland to Portland pickup today, needs a U.S. citizen driver, clean record, blah blah blah. Picks up today, delivers tomorrow. Gave them a price on it, but no answer. So I'm thinking they're looking to have somebody do it for free, or maybe even pay them to get that load done. I think it's a lot of times in these places, that's how it is. They're looking for the cheapest possible option. If you can give them a $20 price, you might not even get it. I don't know. One of those things. Okay, one last one. Delivering to a little airstrip area. Some aviation place down here. And basically, like I've said before, they get their packages every Tuesday. Oh, I'm sorry. Out here, they only get it Mondays. Monday only. And Tuesday and Friday is Portland, Alaska. So sometimes you never know exactly how many pieces and what the size will be. But sometimes it's big crates. Sometimes it's batteries. Sometimes it's just little packages. It just kind of always all depends on the day. You never know. Okay, let's see if there's any other open gates. I don't think so, right? Okay, I gotta check in over here. Only been here once before, but I think they're just like right here on the left, I believe. We'll see. Yep, they are okay. Yep, we're at the right place. Just a little further, I think, over here is where they do their receiving. There we go. That's it right there. That's it. All complete with everything, so already got me some breakfast, lunch, and dinner at KFC. Had a biscuit, had a 4-piece, already ate the 2 pieces, extra crispy, 4-piece chicken, and a biscuit. So yeah, I'm good with the 2 pieces, and then probably in about, I don't know, 3 hours or whatever, it's almost 2 now, around 5 p.m. or so, I'll have me the other 2 pieces and I'll be golden. I'll be set for the night. So 6 p.m. is my ETA to home. I still need to fill up, and that's considering that everything is going to be good in the pass. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen over there. As far as when I checked the forecast yesterday, should be good. But you know, weather's weather. You never know. Wind blows one direction, can blow the other direction, and things can totally change. So we shall see. But besides that, that's the multi-stopper load. We normally don't get loads that are too many stops like that. We do some of our drivers do the ones that can do, you know, hand unloading, do some, you know, medical deliveries. They do some Starbucks deliveries inside, and then just here and there some that require, you know, hand offloading or other things like that. But usually, you know, all our deliveries, they're usually loaded with the forklift, unloaded with the forklift. There's really almost no driver assist ever required, unless they're specialty loads. And those are the ones that actually can pay something worthwhile, because right now, I don't know, you know, it's the end of 2024, and as far as like rates going up, I don't see them going up. They haven't gone up. They've even gone down as far as what I can see, just because maybe whatever few loads there are out there right now during the holidays, people wanting to get home that are out there, so they're doing them cheap. And I don't really see anything that you can just, you know, oh, you know, there's demand for me. There's really no demand for a driver in a certain area. There's still plenty of drivers sitting everywhere, so I don't know. You know, it's same thing happened with the Christmas, and then New Year is coming up. So, you know, New Year in 2 days, and I don't see that. You know, I don't see that demand. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But God bless you guys. Take care. We will see each other next time in another video. You guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. That's one of my main things I ask for on this channel. I don't ask for any support or any money or anything like that. I don't, you know, I don't need any of that. The only thing is the subscribers, because only 20% of the people that watch, only 20% are subscribers. We need to bump that up. I was hoping that, you know, by the end of 2024 we'd be at 100K, but for some reason not yet. So you guys, the ones that are watching and are not subscribed, please do me a favor. Give me a New Year 2025 gift. Subscribe to the channel. God bless you guys.